Peter, gut Geld zu eat.
She asked first.
I asked you 3 times, you told me I should ask you again.
If we have another one, I'll give you one. Yeah.
Thank you.
We have one more for him. Okay. Thank you very much. Can I have a tea, please? Move a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Jacqueline and Mickey from our head of programming, Michael from the Moroccan delegation. I've realised that about the Berlinale. I've realised it's never a compliment at the Berlinale, so I've leaned into it. I know that it's noisy because people care about the world and people care about cinema, and the films have been really terrific, and that is also hugely important to us, that people enjoy the film. I'm going to go to a museum. I'm going to not watch films for a week, and then I'll be ready to go again and watch some more cinema.
Thank you, Doctor.
Center, please. Right to the center. Amazing. Would you be so kind to look here? Here, please. Hi. Would you be so kind to look here? That's brilliant. Right to the center, please. Down here. Perfect.
Where did you get that? I wore a sparkly hat last night. And it makes me feel powerful. Yeah, it is. It really does. It's like, yeah, I'm here. Beginning of the picture? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Einmal zu mir. guys. Straight to the center, please.
Thank you.
Very İlker.
You a director solo? Was on? You're going to be a director?
Yeah, we're thinking for it.
How are you doing? You look amazing. That's such a great outfit. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy the wonderful. Oh, thank you.
And you want to be director then? Right, here we need Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the director? Yes, please. Okay, and then we need our cameraman if we're going to do full crew. I mean, to be in the picture. Yeah, we'll just do us.
The center, please. Right, the center. Oh, wait. Background is still full. Right, ma'am? Perfect.
I am having too much fun. I'm so happy.
Tell me over the course of the presentation, and I didn't hear
Oh, yes.
Einmal gerade hier unten in der Mitte, bitte. Ist der einmal hier?
Thank you so much.
Hallo, wie geht's euch? Am Tag 30 der Berlinale.
Könntest du ein kleines Stück rutschen? Super. Und nochmal den Blick nach oben, bitte.
Franziska, einmal hier unten in die Mitte, bitte. Franziska?
Wie bitte?
Franziska?
Ja?
Franziska, einmal hier unten in die Mitte, bitte. Ja. Und einmal kurz den Hintergrund lassen.
Hello. Good to see you. Have a great night.
Sorry, can you move out the way? Sorry, you're in the background. Just round the corner. Thank you. Just the film team behind, okay?
Center, center. To the center, please, guys. To the center.
Squeeze.
Right, everybody to the center, please. To the center.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you.
To the center, guys. To the center.
Center.
Center. Guys, down here, please. Einmal den Blick. Nochmal hier unten ins Zentrum bitte, genau. Einmal den Blick hier rüber.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much, sir. To the center, please, guys. To the center. To the center, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, can we have the group forward, please? Sorry. Straight ahead, please. Okay, thank you, John. Thank you, everybody. Come this way. Center, please. Center. No, you're standing at the center, just the center camera. That's all good. It's all good. All good, guys. Thank you very much. To the center, guys. To the center. Miss, Just to the center.
Miss, center, please. Yep. Perfect. Up, second row.
Go to the left, please.
Center.
Einmal gerade bitte den Blick. Einmal zweite Reihe bitte.
Just over here, please, I can hold the phone. Thank you so much. In the middle.
I'll look in the center down here, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's more coming. I didn't hear that. Yeah,
I like it.
Okay, thank you, sir. It's okay. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you, ma'am. Next, just in the middle, please. Thanks, guys. Welcome back. I'll step back a bit. Okay, great.
Down center, please.
Sorry? Straight over here, please.
Alright, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, on the shorts. Thank you, sir. Sorry.
einmal ganz kurz zurück zum gleichen. Einmal nach dann zwei. Einmal zwei, beide meine Seite. Was? Danke.
Center, please. Nice center, please.
Thank you very so much. Thank you. Okay.
Good question. Let me see what I have. did. It's random. It's so crazy.
Lady in the middle, lady in the middle. Okay, all right. And over here, over here. Thank you so
After these guys, yeah, you next, yeah?
Guys, these double shots really are not good. Like, come on, guys. Hit them already. You had them already. Have any minutes?
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very clean.
More to the center, please. Guys, more to the center.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Also meine Mitte, genau. Sehr schön.
Einmal bitte geradeaus. Einmal bitte hierher schauen. Wir warten noch ganz kurz. Bitte nach links schauen.
Einmal hier unten ins Zentrum bitte. Einmal center down here. This, yeah.
Dann nochmal den
Ich will auch mit dir.
Und nochmal in die Mitte hier unten bitte. Center, please. Center.
Here, please. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Okay,
Kom hier bitte.
Okay, ja. Team foto? Ja? Ja. Thank you. Okay, straight ahead, please.
Okay, to the center, please. To the center.
Okay, ja.
Guys, to the center, please. To the center.
Sorry, if you get through to the side.
Can you all move a little bit more that direction?
So just towards me, please. Towards me. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
That also
Okay.
works. Thank you. Oh, guys, what are you doing? All right, center, please.
And please, second row.
Okay, just to the right.
I just saw the rest of
All right, center.
Oh, it's good? Oh, good. Good, don't worry. Oh, I'm glad.
the center. Thank you, thank you. Guys, come in the back. And guys, right to the center. Excuse me, miss,
Excuse me,
miss.
can I stand aside, thank you.
To the center, guys. Guys, to the center,
Center,
please.
please.
Center, please. Center. Center, sir. Center.
Center, please.
Jeder ein Selfie bitte für mich. Danke schön.
And once more to the center, please.
Can we have some fun? Und du Freund auch. Und klein. Und du Freund auch.
Soll ich sein? Ja.
Bitte einem Foto.
Vielen Dank.
Wie heißt du?
Ah, ich heiße Ron. Ich komme aus China. Ron. Ja. Ja. Danke schön.
Ein Foto zu. Ein Foto zu weiter.
Ja. Boah.
Pass bitte auf, wegen.
Komm nach.
Was soll man die Hosen an?
Meine Liebe.
Anzeige bitte. Danke. Danke.
Nach rechts. Links ist schön, dann einmal gegenüber bitte. Hey, come on.
Okay, there is a whole group coming. Yes.
They're all coming. Okay, one with
Let's
you.
have one whole group. Yeah.
Except Ray. No, Ray's there. I'm here.
Here we oh wait, can you do this one?
Yeah, you do one row if possible.
One row, possible, please.
One row.
We do one row. Yeah.
Center, please.
And then the center, please.
Yeah, everybody. Big smile.
I feel like a celebrity, guys. Here we are.
And now to the right, please. Oh. Ja.
Nimm noch mal hier unten in die Mitte, bitte.
Genau. Kannst du mal das mit den Händen machen, bitte? Ja. Und hier nochmal. Das ist
One down here, please. One down here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bitte begrüßen Sie die Moderatorin des heutigen Abends, Desiree Nosbusch.
Guten Abend, Berlin!
Good evening, Berlin.
Good evening! Herzlich willkommen, guten Abend, vielen, vielen Dank, thank you so much. So schnell sind sie vergangen wie im Flug, die letzten 10 Tage.
These 10 days have passed so quickly. A very warm welcome to the award-giving ceremony of the 76th Berlinale.
All of you to this 76th award ceremony of the Berlinale. And a very yes, thank you. A very warm welcome to all of our excellencies joining us tonight. It's quite an international group. Good evening, welcome to all of you. Außerdem begrüße ich sehr, sehr herzlich den Bundesminister für Umwelt, Klimaschutz, Naturschutz und nukleare Sicherheit. Das ist sozusagen
safety. This is a long business card, just like a script. Carsten Schneider, a very warm welcome. Good evening.
And welcome to all of our juries that are in the house tonight. Good evening to all of you. Thank you for your amazing work in the past 10 days. Ein richtig olympisches Programm hinter sich gebracht haben Sie, die ganzen Juries. 10 days of cinema are now behind us. 10 days of, yes, I guess I can say unforgettable images, powerful voices, and many lingering moments. The Berlinale stayed true to its DNA, and even in its 76th edition, it hasn't run out of what it does best. And that is drama, love, and a little bit of madness. So please welcome the woman who wrote the lightning. Here is Trisha Tuttle. Good evening, Trisha. This is for you. Trisha, what a 10 days it has been. What an eventful 10 days it has been. Tell us more about it.
It's been amazing, and guten Abend. It's been great to spend 10 days with you all, and we made it. And we didn't just make it, we made it together, and because we did that, I think it was really good. I feel teary. But before we celebrate the winners, I want to take a moment to thank you guys and really thank you for the last 10 days. This Berlinale has taken place in a world that feels raw and fractured, and many people arrived carrying a lot of grief and anger and some urgency about the world that we're living in right now, and that takes place outside of the cinema walls as well as inside of the cinemas. And these feelings are really real, and they belong in our community. And yeah, absolutely. We hear you, and we've also been publicly challenged this year, and that's good. It didn't always feel good, but it is good because it means that the Berlinale matters to people. We're a very visible cultural institution. We're an institution that people expect a lot of, and we're living in a polarized moment. And I think we all need to hold the fact that we're living in a polarized moment and embrace the community that we build together, because criticism and speaking up is part of democracy. And so is disagreement. And we respect people speaking out because it takes a lot of courage to do it sometimes. And we don't always agree with every claim that's made about us. But what I'm really, really proud of is that over these 10 days, the Berlinale has remained what it was set out to be, which is a place where people gather in public and where everyone is welcome across difference to sit together in the dark and look at a world through the eyes of other people. We had 276 films from 80 countries and filmmakers who risked so much to get their stories made and to tell their stories. They're films, of course, about violence and injustice and memory and survival, also about art and love and friendship. Free expression at the Berlinale isn't one voice, it's many voices, and sometimes they're calm and sometimes they're angry, and sometimes they seem like they're silent, but they're speaking through cinema. And these voices can also be contradictory. And a festival like this cannot and does not resolve the world's conflicts, but it's a space where we can bring complexity and we can listen to each other and we can humanize each other. And I think this complexity is really reflected not just in the films, which they don't offer only one perspective, but all the films do share something, and they share a deep care about the world that we live in and the people who live in this world. And you, our filmmakers, you inspire us to demand more and expect more, and you ask quietly and loudly for us to see. And we thank you all for this very much. And what I love tonight is, because I know the secrets that you're going to know soon, is that you're going to see this diversity of perspective that is going to be reflected in the films that our incredible juries awarded tonight. So tonight, it's their space, and I look forward to listening what they have to tell us, and I look forward to you finding out everyone who our juries have awarded. But I want to thank all of the films for being part of the Berlinale. And if this Berlinale has been emotionally charged, that's not a failure of the Berlinale, and it's not a failure of cinema. That is the Berlinale doing its job, and it's cinema doing its job. So thank you to our filmmakers, to our audiences, and to the wonderful Berlinale team. And now let's celebrate the films.
Thank you so much for this bold statement, Tricia. Thank you. And we all know that a festival like the Berlinale could not happen. We couldn't be screening over 270 movies if there wouldn't be the support and the help of all friends that are supporting the Berlinale. I'm sure we want to thank them, right?
So much. So huge thanks to the Minister of State for Culture and the Media, Dr. Wolfram Weimer, and also the governing mayor of Berlin, Kai Wegner, for their continued support of the festival. Our heartfelt thanks go to all of our partners and our supporters for their passionate commitment, and they've been so committed and wonderfully a part of our community. We especially want to thank our principal partners, Armani Beauty, for looking after our talent, and also Cupra, who, of course, are our car partner, but brought us a new project this year with the Dream Makers, supporting bold new talent. And congratulations to our Dream Makers winners tonight, who we announced yesterday. Incredible support also comes from almost 40 partners to the festival. So we could not have delivered the 76th Berlinale without you. So thank you so much for your support.
Thank you very much. Vielen Dank, Tricia Tuttle.
Thank you.
I'll see you a bit later, Tricia. Thank you. I mean, as Tricia has said, we've seen such a lot over the past 10 days. Sometimes we've been genuinely surprised by what we've seen. We've laughed out loud, held our breath, and at times, yes, we did feel a lump in our throat. And while we were sitting next to each other the way we are here tonight in the cinema, our hearts opened up a little wider. And that's the most important thing. That's the beauty of it. The juries had plenty to debate, and after all, they had to make the tough calls. And in a few moments, the golden and silver bears that you can admire there will be on their way to their rightful recipients. Let's begin, and we do begin with the section Berlinale Shorts. Short films are concentrated cinema with no room for convenience, no space for distraction. Short films are a place for bold ideas, for new voices, for formal freedoms. And very often they are where filmmakers first show us who they really are. The Berlinale Shorts Cupra Filmmaker Award is endowed with 20,000 euros, generously provided by Cupra. So please join me in welcoming the International Short Film Jury who will present the 3 awards in this category. Guten Abend, Amir Facher Eldin, Stefan Grissemann und Gabriele Stötzer.
Dieser Film führt uns
This film
in einer abgrundähnlichen
leads us into a strata of society like an abyss, where there is aggression, violence, where people and things disappear, where there's death and spiritual submission, and all of this is shown in a normal everyday life. We are being driven and, led through the various situation of toxic reality and the constantly present meta language consisting of radio, computer games, and talks in cars where people eat and mangle all the time. The film starts with an undecipherable face of a child, which apparently where you can't penetrate through. What is happening behind this face is the representation of a childlike resistance consisting of self-harm and being harmed by others. It does not submit to the rules of adaptation. This child is being punished, pushed back, and others control this child. And yet, it finds a possibility of finding distance, the artistic design of an image, by means of which it can show the reflection of their mercilessness to the adults. So, taking a distance, we would like to thank the director, Chu Ching-kai, for this wonderful film. The Berlinale Shorts Cupra Filmmaker Award goes to Kleptomania.
啊，张嘴，配合一下。来，家长，能看看，看不了下一个。
哇，真是不知道说什么了。但是
I don't know what I should say.
我在这里待了10天。
I stayed here for 10 days, and every day I saw so many people and friends who are also doing this business, and I love this surrounding so much. We talk so much together. I'm so grateful.
然后我相信，在以后的日子里
Also, I believe that in the future,
具有人性的电影它会越来越重要，因为
it is more and more important to really do films about human people and not about AI. I think the human spirit will last forever, more than AI. So this really gives me more courage. This award gives me more strength, and I hope that we will meet again here. Thank you.
Berlinale für Kleptomania. Herzlichen Glückwunsch und vielen Dank auch
Congratulations. And thank you very much to Gabriele Stützer.
für den Preis der Jury in der Kategorie
Silver Bear
Berlinale
for the jury prize in the shorts category is announced by Stefan Grüssemann.
We chose a film that you cannot take your eyes off, as it recounts its touching story with utmost precision and atmospheric flair. It is a long-term observation following the lives of a pair of identical twins in a Williamsburg loft their mother set up in the 1970s in an empty industrial building. This film, softly switching between the decades, addresses the experience of migration, the challenges of sister and motherhood, legal disputes against eviction, gentrification of the neighborhood. It is a delicate fable of place and identity, of being stranded in New York City, of where to belong, set to the sound of an old, slightly out of tune piano. It is a personal, political, and tenderly emotional work, gently flowing with a stream of life. The Silver Bear of the Berlinale Shorts 2026 goes to Fanny Tessier and her marvelous film, A Woman's Place is Everywhere.
I don't think you need to feel anything about letting people down. I know it's like we need to do what's best for us, but it's just such a legacy of people or something that have been a part of this place that I feel almost guilty or something for not fighting till the end. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you.
Wow, really? Thank you. Thank you to the twins, of course, featured in the documentary film, Anna and Emilia, for trusting me enough to share their story of grief, motherhood, sisterhood. Thank you to my incredible producer, Alison Joy, who believed in the story from the start. This documentary film is dedicated to Aldana and all of the single mothers and hardworking mothers out there. And and thank you to my mom and my grandmother who came all the way from Paris to support me. Merci maman, merci mamie. Documentary filmmaking can be a really long and lonely road, and this is just such an honor, and it's just giving me strength to keep going, so thank you so much.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Félicitations, Fanny Techet. No, absolutely. Congratulations. Félicitations également à la maman, à toute la famille dans ce cas. And her place was definitely up here on stage tonight. Vielen Dank natürlich auch an Stefan
Thank you very much to Stefan Grissemann. And congratulations once again. And now it's about the Golden Bear for the best short film. Who will get it? We will be told by Amir Fakhr Eldin.
Good evening, everyone. Please allow me to say a few words before I present the Golden Bear for Best Short Film. The world today is filled with suffering, and it's not hidden from us. It enters our homes, our sleep, and our conscience. No artist and no one can claim innocence before it. Yet the task of art is not to repeat the noise of the world, but to reveal its wound. We must refuse simplifications that make war sustainable. We have to insist on complexity. And I say it again, we have to insist on complexity. We have to insist on complexity and on the irreducible humanity of those who are too easily turned into symbols. And because when that insistence disappears, violence encounters no friction. And I think a festival space like this, very historical festival, that have given an enormous amount of respect to many voices from all over the world. A festival space must not have to function like a parliamentary floor. There are many ways to take responsibility. Some artists speak through their statements, and that's okay. Others speak through their long arc of their work, like you, Mr. Wim Wenders. Both artists can and must coexist. Back to the best film, short film tonight. Together with my fellow jurors, we have watched 21 films from all over the world. And it was a rare privilege. So on this occasion, I would like to thank Anna and the entire team of Berlinale Shorts for this beautiful and courageous selection. Each film has carried us into its own fragile world and its own necessity, and each remained with us in a different way. Among these works, one film spoke to us with particular quiet force. Wars disturb the very fabric of our existence. They alter the rhythm of time, and they burden space with fear and settle into memory like dust that cannot be brushed away. And we, adults, learn to endure, to calculate and to survive. But children live in another dimension. Children do not calculate, they perceive. And within that perception rests a force no violence can erase. The director of this film places a child with supernatural power at the heart of her work to reveal the intensity of an uncorrupted conscience. A gaze that still believes that the world can answer it, and a silence that gathers the invisible movements of wind. of objects and of fate itself. In such a gaze, reality feels unsealed, and the boundary between inner and outer dissolves. With remarkable restraint, the director of this vision, she trusts stillness, light, and texture to become the inner landscape of her character. And for this poetic and contemplative language of cinema, the Golden Bear for Best Short Film goes to Someday a Child from Marie Rosa Osta.
هيدا اللي بتحلم فيه. هيدا الواقع.
الواقع شي بيخرب.
I wrote something because I heard rumors that it's better to be prepared instead of sorry later, and I would love to have a drink instead of something else. So thank you, Berlinale, for this recognition. And yes, the Berlinale is visible and it matters. It is a place that I refuse to be taken away from us, independent filmmakers with all kinds of voices. This is why I have been keen that my film screens here in Berlin. You see, I stand here divided in two. From one side, the filmmaker in me is super overwhelmed to be receiving this cute, beautiful bear that is going to change my life. And from the other side, and here it goes, the human in me, a Lebanese woman, a witness, and I must share my story with you. I'm sorry. I made a film about a child with superpowers who brings down 2 Israeli fire jets because their intrusive sounds wake him up from his sleep. That is cinema. But in reality, children in Gaza, in all of Palestine, and in my Lebanon do not have superpowers to protect them from Israeli bombs. That fall on your screens for more than 2 years now. 4 children were killed in Lebanon just yesterday. The ceasefire continues to be violated by Israel, both in Gaza and Lebanon. No child should need superpowers to survive a genocide empowered by veto powers and the collapse of international law. If this award means anything at all, except that it's gonna make me a very happy person, let it mean that Lebanese and Palestinian children are not negotiable. Thank you.
Yes, as Mario said, this is Berlin. And it's quite moving, and thank you so much also to Amir, and I'm sure our hearts go out to all the people who are suffering, whether it is from wars or from terrorism. So many thanks again to the International Short Film Jury, and of course, congratulations to all the awardees for winning these bears and these awards of the 76th Berlinale. Und Jetzt geht es den Berlinale
And now we're talking about documentary film and the award.
€40,000, which is shared equally between the director and the producer or producers of the winning film. And the award-winning film also qualifies, beautiful, for the Academy Awards in the category Best Documentary Feature. So please welcome the jury who will be presenting this award tonight: Lemwang Mosese, B. Ruby Rich, and Shonak Sen.
For its use of a new archival footage to illuminate the previously unseen inner life of a public figure of impeccable courage, one who exercised power through unwavering rigor of kindness, special mention goes to Tutu by Sam Pollard. Thank you.
We have another honor, another special mention for its attunement of formal structure as a method for reclaiming the self after life-altering violence. Special mention goes to Was een Empfindsamkeit bleibt. Sometimes I imagine them all at a party by Daniela Magnani Hula.
Documenting a Sisyphean struggle against family addiction, this documentary employs a refreshing range of cinematic techniques to engage the audience in the filmmaker's quest to break a family heritage of addiction. Mobilizing talking pigeons, wise-ass kids, kinetic family photos, and cell phone footage shot in increasingly dubious abodes, the director doggedly pursues their beloved but ever-evasive brother. For this remarkable achievement in recruiting documentary into a sustained practice of radical empathy, the jury awards its prize to the inventive directorial voice of If Pigeons Turn to Gold, written and directed by Pepa Lubojaki.
O, Praha, no. To zná každý blbec. No tu chrapí, jo.
A to takže rychle, musíme se vrátit z dovolený, naše město nás potřebuje v okolnostech nepředvídatelných, situací nepřehledných.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Congratulations from the jury.
Okay, well, seriously, jury people, thank you so very much because it means so much to me. You have no clue. It means so much for two reasons. The first one is that being unhoused or living with addiction makes you invisible to the society. I spent 7 years making this film. It was really a solitary journey. And I experienced a lot of judgment, a lot of not very nice things towards my relatives. And I experienced how it is that they are invisible. They are being pushed on the side of our society. This award means that they are in the spotlight, that they matter. That's what it means to me. This will give me... This prize will give me voice to speak up for people who suffer with addiction and for people who are unhoused. And it's so many people, there's an epidemic. So many people have been coming to me after the screenings, sharing their personal stories with addiction, their personal stories or stories from their family. It's so many of us, and it's time to put aside the shame and to speak up about addiction, because systemic change is the only change possible for us. Without speaking about it, there will never be change. The second part is this money will be few years of rent for my brother,
few years where I will not need to worry about him being unhoused. So thank you so very much. Thank you. I could change my life.
Thank you to our documentary jury. I wish you would have heard what she just said, turning to the jury. Forgive me for saying it out loud. She just said, "You changed my life." Wow. Last year, the Berlinale celebrated the launch of the new Perspectives section. And this year, it has become established as a platform for filmmakers bold enough to see the world from new and unexpected angles. The GWFF Best First Feature Award comes with a prize of 50,000 euros, and once again, to be shared equally between the director and the producer or the producers of the winning film. So please welcome the jury, Sophia Alaoui, Friedrich Hambalek und Dorota Lech.
We want to first thank the Berlinale and its tenacious and loving programming team for giving us 14 thought-provoking films. The selection was surprising, diverse, and above all cinematic, and our job as this year's jury was not easy, which is, of course, a good thing.
We would first like to acknowledge a film with a special mention. Our jury coup de cœur goes to the enchanting and mysterious Forêt Ivre by Manon Kubiak.
The recipient of this year's Perspective Award is a film that spotlights human moments in an extraordinary landscape and somehow finds a sense of humor against a backdrop of apocalypse. We want to give the award to a decidedly political film which gave a voice to the suffering during a siege. The award goes to Chronicles of a Siege by Abdullah El-Khatib.
انت ايش عندك على استوديو الافلام؟
والله يا جماعه الكاميرا شغاله. فراس حبيبي انت شفتوها هون في التصوير؟ بعدين نشوفه، استني ليش؟ ما بدي اعرف كيف.
So I would love to say thank you. I'm happy to be here to get prize, you know, but I'm Palestinian, so I have to use this moment to speak about Palestine. And I'm not lucky like Tricia to speak of the screening, so I have to read from papers, sorry. I was under a lot of pressure to participate in Berlinale for one reason only, to stand here and say, the Palestinian will be free. And one day we will have a great film festival in the middle of Gaza, in the middle of other Palestinian cities. Our festival will stand in solidarity with the people living under the siege, under occupation, and under dictatorships around the world. We will speak about politics before cinema. We will speak about resistance before art, about freedom before beauty, and about a human being before culture. The long-awaited day is coming. And when people ask you what happened, tell them Palestine remembers. We will remember everyone who stood with us, and we will remember everyone who stood against us, against our right to live with dignity, or who choose silence, who choose to be silent. Some people told me, maybe you have to be careful before you say what I want to say now, because you are a refugee in Germany and there is so many red lines, but I don't care. I care about my people, about Palestine. So I will say, My final word to German government. You are partners in the genocide in Gaza by Israel. I believe you are intelligent enough to recognize this truth, but you choose to not care. Free Palestine from now until the end of the world.
Congratulations, Chronicles of a Siege. Thank you very much to our jury, documentary jury. I mean, we've heard it. Excuse me. We hear you. We really do hear you. But I just think, you know, this is a platform here or a stage where we want to celebrate all the filmmakers that are here with us tonight and that came and that are looking forward to maybe getting an award. So dialogue, it's maybe not the right moment to have it right here, but please, we hear you definitely. Thank you. And you know, cinema often does reflect the conflicts of our world and of course also the deep pain that we fear and that we feel. And of course, these are the voices of the artists and the filmmakers. And it does not always, of course, necessarily reflect, you know, the view of the Berlinale as an institution. Okay, this is really hard, but let's now continue to award our next, you can tell this is making me really, really emotional. So over the 10 past days, the festival has been filmed with many images, many voices, encounters, emotions. And this is, I guess, what this festival is all about. Yes, it is. So please now enjoy some Berlinale highlights.
We're able to have a differing of opinions, but we're all seeing the same thing. If that's not connective tissue, then I don't know what is.
The fact that I could share emotion with people, I mean, the first time you experience that, it's the biggest drug in the world and you don't want to quit.
You know how every night we all dream, and those dreams kind of heal us and get us ready for the next day. In a lot of ways, I feel like collectively, the whole festival, all of you, all of us here are responsible for creating an international dream life. What is it? What are our dreams? What are we talking about? What are we thinking about?
In a world that so easily divides us, gathering in the dark to share a story feels quietly radical. We laugh, we cry, we sit side by side and remember what it is to be human. For a few hours, our hearts open a little wider, and that matters.
I hope that the audience feels with a sense of urgency and possibility that change is in a small scale and big scale possible.
I think we all need to ask ourselves the question, where am I and what is my stance here?
It's always a miracle to me that every filmmaker can show you the world in a different way, and it's so inspiring.
Verzeihen Sie, wenn Sie sich gerade gefragt haben, was los war.
Excuse me if you were wondering what was happening, but it is doing things to you. It's so emotional, and I simply have to admit that I've got tears in my eyes. These were the images of the 76th edition of the Berlinale Festival, and we are expecting some very important decisions.
Who should take an award home, especially when the field is as strong and as inspiring as it has been this year. So please now join me in welcoming back our international jury. Please welcome Minba Durban, Duna Bay, Shivendra Singh Dungapur, Reynaldo Marcus Green, Hikari, Eva Fuczynska, and the jury president, Wim Wenders.
Emotional.
Very emotional. Hi, Hikari. We all feel this, right? We all feel. Oh, thank God you guys are all here. Thank you. Shivendra, thank you. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Herr Präsident. Eigentlich muss ich dich umarmen und nicht du mich.
Actually, I have to hug you and not you me. Come over here, Wim. Wim.
10 days ago, during our opening ceremony, you said, I'm just looking forward to this Berlinale, a little bit of a holiday, watching movies. I think this was not quite the holiday you imagined, right?
Didn't work out. Firstly, things turned out differently, and secondly than I thought.
Right.
And especially in the beginning, the weather was a bit stormy.
Exactly, and then sometimes it becomes a bit slippery, right, when the weather is bad.
Yeah, but this jury can deal with anything.
Yes, what a group.
Look at these amazing people from 6 countries, from Nepal, from Korea, South Korea, from Japan, from Poland, from the United States of America, and from India. And me, the odd German number 7. We saw the 22 films in competition, of course, with great attention, sometimes with laughter, especially Hakiri was responsible for that, sometimes in tears. We talked about all the films at length. We were outspoken and open. We agreed and disagreed and came to the decisions that were expected from a jury. You are certainly waiting for these decisions, but first we have to talk. What is the common language at the Berlinale? How do we express ourselves apart from words about what we think and how we feel about the world? This beautiful, insanely complicated, terrifying and out-of-control world we live in now. It's the language of cinema that this jury from 7 countries had in common. It was the predominant language of the Berlinale for 7 decades. It was always accompanied by the language of critics and journalists. The language of politics has also always been present, as Berlin always was and still is an enormously politicized place. And since we live in the 21st century, there is the language of the internet, a quick and fast worldwide digital language. Lately, we observe a dispute over which language should have the sovereignty of interpretation at this festival. Our language, cinema, is highly differentiated. And there are as many approaches to this language as there are filmmakers. The ones you saw already before us are part of them. What the works of most filmmakers have in common is compassion. In all 22 films we saw, this was their predominant attitude. It will reflect strongly in all films that will receive an award tonight. The language of cinema is empathetic. The language of social media is affective. We need to talk about that artificial discrepancy that happens here in Berlin. Activists are fighting mainly on the internet for humanitarian causes, namely the dignity and protection of human life. These are our causes as well. As the Berlinale films clearly show, most of us filmmakers applaud you. All of us applaud you. You do necessary and courageous work, but does it need to be in competition with ours? Do our languages need to clash? Our tools are stories, faces, places, words, emotions. Our approaches can be critical, satirical, comical, dramatic, poetic, but will always be complex and complicated. Our most effective instrument is called, in German, I love this word, Anschauung. Difficult to translate into English. Sort of a visual, sensual, and existential immersion. But even if our languages are so different, we need each other. Activists, friends of the suppressed, and agitators against their suppressors. If we treat each other as allies, as different but complementary languages, our shared causes have a better chance to resist the ever-changing wind of consumption, of abstraction, and oversaturation. Let us not discard or underestimate each other's reach and possibility. Cinema is more resistant to oblivion and certainly longer living than the short-lived attention span than the internet offers, while your urgency reaches places our films cannot. This should not be a competition. That's a partnership. Tilda Swinton has said something beautiful in her magnificent speech over there, receiving the Golden Bear last year. Being for something does not ever, ever imply being anti anyone else. This is something so simple that it's always easily overheard. But now, dear Desiree, stage is yours. The juries and the filmmakers, let's go have some Anschauung.
Thank you, Wim Wenders. Herzlichen Dank, Wim Wenders.
Thank you very much, Wim Wenders, the President of the International Jury.
Right back to your jury, denn jetzt geht es den silbernen Bären für eine herausragende künstlerische Leistung. Who will take it home? Shivendra Singh will tell us.
A monumental labor of love that celebrates the circle of life, distilling love and grief to create a film that is an ode to an extraordinary friendship, an epic narrative spanning 8 decades and continents, rebuilding a world and reliving a memory of profound bond through remarkable visual artistry, captured in a pastiche of cinema verite, meticulous art direction, cinematography, a scrapbook of photographs, miniature sets, dioramas, insect actors, and puppets, where the past merges with the present and the enduring friendship comes to life again and lingers on. This award is to Anna Fitch and Banker White, the creators of the magical cinematic universe from the film Yo. We would like to present the award for the outstanding artistic contribution.
I met my friend Yo in 1997. I remember hearing her tell the story of the first time she saw me. We were both at a rummage sale, reaching into the same basket of objects. Her gaze traveled up my arm to see my face surrounded by wild hair, and she knew that she liked me.
Wow, this is so incredibly special. I want to thank all of our family that traveled here to be with us, and especially our two children, Dylan and Oscar, who are in the film. And my dad, Mikey, who couldn't travel, and my other dad, Armand, and Banker's mom, Pam, who passed before they could be here, but would have loved this moment. Our incredible supporters, some of whom are here, Rabina, Doug, Martina, thank you all so much for being with us on this project. And I want Banker to hold this because so many people were involved in making this, so many hands. Kayla, Andy, our producers, Sarah Dosa and Hannah Rudman, all of our artist friends helped us make this project. Robin Frohart and Simon Sheffens should have been here with us, but had their own amazing artistic lives to attend to. But Banker is an incredibly creative, hardworking artist who puts his efforts towards lifting up other people again and again, and this absolutely wouldn't have been possible without him, so thank you. And of course, none of this would have been possible without Yo being the amazing woman that she is and carrying this film with her incredible stories and her incredible life. And so thank you, Yo, and to all of Yo's family who have been a part of this as well. Thank
you. And I just want to thank the Berlinale for championing and protecting a space where people feel like they're celebrated for expressing themselves, and for the jury to shine a spotlight on this love letter of a film and a friendship between two amazing, fierce women. I'm so proud. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Anna. Congratulations. Love is a rebellious bear. Congratulations to Anna Fitch and Banker White. And thank you so much, Shivana Singh. Wir kommen jetzt zum silbernen Bären.
Let us move on to the silver bear.
We're moving
on
with the silver bear for the best screenplay. And to present that award, I call upon Min Bahadur Wan. Monsieur, s'il vous plaît.
Namaste, everyone. Some stories do more than just touch our hearts. They stay with us like a quiet, haunting memory. This screenplay is a beautiful map of the soul, masterfully written to follow the thin threads of a life left behind and bright colors of old found again. We chose to honor this work for its incredible use of silence and its deep, raw honesty. The writing does not just tell a story, it finds a universal truth that belongs to all of us. It captures the grace of a private journey with words that feel both intimate and vast. Through a brilliant and unexpected perspective, the writer allows us to see across borders of time and space. It is a masterpiece that reveals the very spirit of human life through the power of the written word. For its profound beauty and the architecture of its heart, we loved how it unraveled and how the film pulled us in. It was certainly magnificently written. So the Silver Bear for Best Screenplay goes to Zunuvivier Dulu Dujiel for Nina Rosa. Congratulations.
Добър ден. Здравейте. Извиняйте, че ви прекъсвам. Търся едно момиченце. Нина Сотирова се казва. Би трябвало да е от това село. Не знам дали я познавате. Родителите всъщност търсят. Че искам да говоря с тях.
Какво ти има на тебе?
Защо?
Защо говориш така?
Защото мисля на френски.
Thank you. Wow. So I heard also that I should be dressed well tonight and come, so I prepare a little something. Okay, I need my two hands. So as you see me standing here, I'm carrying many voices. The one from my dedicated talent co-creator, all the readers, producer, and beloved team. We cannot repeat enough how cinema is built from a collective effort, from many little miracles. We made this one possible working hand in hand with our Belgian, Italian, Bulgarian friends. Tonight, I'm also carrying the voices of my Canadian and Quebec community. Yeah, surrounded by an often very invasive American culture, our big neighbor. I'm proud we are still resisting to keep our identity alive. Above all, through the film, I'm carrying the voices of the exiled, the one who struggle to have the right to a home, to belonging, the ones that have been torn apart between two identities. This is a very harsh time for migrants right now. We must defend those who are vulnerable. Every gesture counts, every voices matter. Please have a look at what I am carrying on my heart tonight. And let's defend our political duty to take good care of each other. Thank you.
Merci. Félicitations. Merci. Merci beaucoup, Geneviève. Thank you so much, Min Badur. Now let's move on to the Silver Bear for Best Supporting Performance. And it is presented by Duna, the beautiful Duna Bay.
After watching this film, we left the cinema, our hearts full of emotions. The actors played their roles with such a heartbreaking truth that we voted unanimously. Not only this award is just for one, but today it's for two. We could not separate one performance from the other. What we witnessed was complete synergy, something so pure. The actors disappeared into the world. So to me, the best actors are not just the ones you look at, but look into. The ones who make you lean forward and ask what they will do next. Queen at Sea by American director Lance Hammer shows us a story that might occur in each and every family. Anna, you've delivered an achingly beautiful portrait as Leslie, carefully balancing both presence and absence of a devastating disease. You reminded me of my grandfather who suffered from the same illness. And Tom, your performance is a masterclass in restraint. Without saying much, you have let us feel your pain and peer into your soul. Thank you very much for incredible performance, and I'm so honored to present the Silver Bear for the Best Supporting Performance to Anna Calder-Marshall and Tom Courtenay.
Tell her how we like fun.
I like fun.
Sometimes we have a little dance. Sometimes I stand on your foot, but not on purpose. Who's your best friend?
Oh, one each. Oh, we get one each. Do we?
Or do we halve it?
Do we have to cut it in half, or do we get one each? We cut it in half. Oh, that's fine. We've totally written.
Who's going to move in with whom?
How wonderful when America seems to be turning its back on Europe to be in a film directed and written by an American, Lance Hammer, with a French leading lady, Juliette Binoche, a Northern Irish producer, Tristan Gallagher, and a few of us Brits, and it's having its world premiere in Berlin. Do you want to say something?
You say a bit more.
She wants me to say a bit more. In the film, Annie plays my wife who has dementia, and we're really quite a double act. So if there are any producers, film people out there who want to use us again, next time. No. Next time, can I be the one with dementia? What's she going to say?
I think he's only saying that because he has less lines to learn. I can't say how much it means to be here tonight. I thank the festival. I thank you for this occasion. You have no idea how much this means to me. a 78-year-old woman. Nothing has happened like this before. And I've dealt with dementia, not myself, no, it's right, with family. And it's been the most amazing experience. I felt loved beyond measure, trusted beyond measure, to go deeper and deeper into this very difficult, painful illness. And the beautiful work by everybody. I mean, we were an ensemble to sort of dare be naked, raw, just speak the truth. And the fact that the doctors and the carers and the police were real people really earthed us. And I thank you. Thank you all.
Congratulations! Bravo! Congratulations, Tom. You gotta laugh. You bet you gotta laugh. He said, I gotta laugh. I'm afraid you have to move in with each other now to share that bear. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Anna and Tom. And of course, also thank you very much to Duna Bay. Eva Puczynska. I mean, we're just dying to know who's won the Silver Bear for Best Leading Performance now. Eva, this is all yours.
Good evening. I always thought that, giving the awards is sometimes even nicer than getting them. So I'm very honored to be here with all you people and have a chance to present one of the beautiful birds. A screen. Black and white with gray shades in between. One has to focus to find what hides in the shades. One has to master the language of cinema, not to miss asked questions, and to meet the challenge of answers not given. A woman, one who bravely paved her own path, building the lives she could only build disguised as a man. She worked hard to gain trust of a suspicious community. Her cleverness and luck led her until a bee sting exposed her secret, and no mercy of deceived followers of a merciful God could be bestowed upon her. Sentenced to death, raped, pregnant, humiliated, deprived of her dignity, she rehearsed her execution not to surrender control of her destiny. The convincing strength of the leading character would not be possible without the major talent of an actor who, starting with her first film, has built her international reputation and recognition. It's hard to imagine anyone else playing this part. This performance is another, let me quote, masterclass in the art of acting with rigor, honesty, physicality, and zero showiness. It was her, Rose, asking you the questions from the screen. What makes you a man? What makes you a woman? But most of all, what makes you human? Is it a pair of trousers, a piece of cloth, or is it courage to challenge life, to show empathy and love, to endure suffering without losing hope, to experience the sublimity and the fall of a human being? The Silver Bear for the best leading performance goes to Sandra Hiller, one and only.
in der Hose war mehr Freiheit. Und das ist ja nur ein Stückchen Stoff. Aber nicht in die Hose.
Gestattete dir das wer?
Niemand.
Ach, niemand?
Ich. I'm unprepared, as usual. Don't ask me why. I'm just unprepared. I was listening to all of you speaking here tonight, and I can only say everything you say is true. Everything. And I find this really remarkable that I'm in a room full of people who can speak truth. So thank you for that. It is no secret that I've been at this festival 20 years ago for the first time. It was my first film festival ever. I didn't know what it was, and I thought I would die, but I didn't. So thank you, dear jury, for this honor. Dziękuję bardzo, Eva. We will meet again soon, I think. And thank you, Annette Kaiser, for Rose's Face. And ich möchte eigentlich immer nur bei dir im Stuhl sitzen, in der Maske.
Only want to be with you as a makeup artist. Thank you, Doris Bartelt.
Rose's body and her clothing, who was protecting her and showing her at the same time. Thank you to the producers, Schubert Film, Walker Worm, and Row Pictures, who have allowed me to go home anytime I wanted to with my own car. I know now that this is unusual, so thank you. Caro, thank you for building this world with me, and for your fierceness and your humor. I think we will hear from you a lot. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful that we met again, Godehard, and everybody else that we made this film together with. And dear Markus, I know we had our differences sometimes, and I thank you. And we never lost the respect for each other, and that is a good thing in this world today, I think. And I thank you for your sheer endless enthusiasm and for telling me some of your secrets. Thank you. And for letting me roam free. That's it.
What a dream team these two ladies are. Sandra Hüller, Eva Kuczynska. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, wirklich.
Congratulations,
What a lady.
really.
Sandra Hüller. Es geht nun die beste Regie.
Now it's
Und diese
about
Entscheidung erfahren wir
the next prize. Wim Wenders is going to be on stage. The man himself, the prize for the best director.
This film took its title from what was possibly this musician's greatest album, and definitely one of the great albums in the history of jazz. The director tells a story about one of jazz's greatest piano players at a crucial moment in his life when he loses the most important partner in his trio, his bass player. It's as if he not only lost the affinity to his instrument, but also his feeling, and as he was losing it all, can he recover? It's a great thing, Grant, that you made him go to his parents and that you got this unbelievable performance out of his father, Bill Pullman, that could have cured anybody. This movie is incredibly shot in gorgeous black and white, reminiscent of the tradition of jazz photography, with some of the most beautiful image compositions we have seen in a long time. Everybody Loves Bill Evans by British director Grant G.
Oh, well, they got it here just before your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, they might have picked a better picture.
Oh, leave him alone.
I'm just saying, he looks so gaunt.
Yeah, you want to listen to it now?
It's like a mugshot.
Maybe later. I don't know. You mind if I look at it? Thank you.
We'll listen after dinner. Make an event out of it.
Sure. All right.
Thank you very much. Well, this is lovely. Also slightly lonesome making because I've been given the award for Best Director when my whole experience through this film was that being a director on my first drama, which I expected to be a real slog, was really quite easy. Because as anyone who has been a director knows, most of the work is actually management of other people's talent. And as long as you pick the right people and set them off and give them, a good area to play in, they play and you say, well, yeah, that's great, keep doing that, which is mostly what I did. No shit, that's mostly what I did. Unfortunately, most of those people are tonight in Dublin at another festival. It's our cast and crew. It's actually a Dublin International Film Festival screening of the film tonight, but it's also doubling up as our cast and crew screening. Most of the cast crew haven't seen it. All the cast have seen it now. So they're all over there in Dublin watching the film at this moment. And they're the people who did most of the actual work. So I'll just run through a few thanks to those people. All our funders are over there in Dublin, I believe, or lots of them. And especially I'd like to just say big thank you to Screen Ireland for putting most of the money into this film, which is a film, we made a bit of New York and a bit of Florida in the late spring in Ireland against all the odds. So that was very good. And thank them for having the faith in us. Thanks to the production team in Dublin, who made it so great for us there and down southwest in Skibbereen, especially to Alan Meyer, the producer. It's so amazing you said about the imagery, because I've never worked with the DP before. He just did his best work. That's Piers McGrail. Thank you, Piers, and the rest of the crew. And of course, the wonderful cast who, I directed them so little. they just did it all for themselves, so thank them. So that's, and the editing is kind of fantastic as well. I'd never worked with the editor before. He assembled it before I'd even got back from the shoot. He said, watch this. I went, that's brilliant. Just keep doing that. So thank you, Adam Biskupski, the wonderful Adam Biskupski. And thank you to the cast, especially to Anders Daniel, especially to our star, Anders Danielson Lee, who gave a lot of himself over a long period of time to this film and did just a fantastic job as Bill. So thanks to Anders. I think that's everything. And there's one person from the whole production who is here with me, who's Janine Marmot, who is the other producer of the film and is the producer, I forgot where we were sat there-ish, was with me on this from day one, which was 10 years ago when we optioned the novel. That's how long it's taken to get this up here. And has been a woman of immense taste and incredible tenacity over 10 years at points where I thought, this is an interesting hobby, pretending to make a film. And Janine just kept pushing the thing forward. So thank you, Janine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. This film is yours as much, if not more than mine. And then finally, this is just a personal thing. I'd like to say big thank you to Karen Johnston, who I believe is watching this in a pub in Brighton on the live stream at the moment. Hey, Kaz. About 29 years ago, when we were due to be married, she had to fill out the form, which there was a little section, a little hole in the form which said husband's occupation. And at that point, it was really quite vague what her prospective husband's occupation was. I mean, it still is sometimes, to be honest. But she kind of had a leap of faith and wrote down the word filmmaker in there. So thanks for the leap of faith and thanks for keeping the faith, Kaz, love. That's all. Thank you very much. This is...
Congratulations, Grant. Wim, darf ich dich ganz kurz mal stoppen? Wenn ich jetzt
May I stop you for a second? If I look over there, there are 3 bears still standing there. It's 3 waiting.
With somebody. How difficult was it for you and your jury to agree on who gets what?
As you probably know,
tough.
There are 3 movies for 3 awards. The 3 bears for the entire movie.
Yes.
Not for single people. And we isolated 3 films, which for us, the jury, almost stood equally as masterpieces of our language of cinema. We had the longest discussions about how we could possibly put them into an order that was expected from us. The Silver Bear Jury Prize, the Grand Jury Prize, the second silver one, and of course the Golden Bear. Of course we came to that decision, but I want to point out to all of you, in the name of the jury, how equally the 3 films matter to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Wim. So I guess let's find out together which movie will be awarded the Silver Bear Jury Prize. Hikari, please.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? You're hanging in there? Awesome. It's been so wonderful to see amazing films. I'm so grateful to be here, so thank you. Okay, this film is a work of heart, soul, and authenticity. It grapples with the fragility of the human condition, asking difficult questions. What is private? What is public? What does it mean to have dignity? And what are our rights as human beings? Isn't that the power of cinema, to ask questions? So how do we choose to live? Powerfully, the film shines a light on the hypocrisy of the institution society has designed to protect its citizens, and thoughtfully shows us how easily such structures can be distorted and used against its people. Uncompromising in its portrayal of illness, the only word that came to mind while watching it was honesty. This drama also taps into something universal. Life is not black or white, but at varying degrees of gray, where each choice we make can alter not only our own lives, but those around us forever. These themes are explored through 3 generations of family, anchored by a quartet of heart-wrenching performances, guided by the elegantly steady hand of masterful storyteller Lance Hammer. It is my absolute honor to present the Silver Bear for Jury Prize to Queen at Sea.
What are you going to do now?
I'll have a bit of a walk. I'll take a cab home.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the jury. I'm really grateful to you for caring about the film and for your kind words about it. And to Tristan Gallagher, my producer, my partner. I have to say one thing first, and it's very personal. The reason why I'm standing here now is because of being in a cinema in Tucson, Arizona, and watching a masterful film that made me want to be a filmmaker and changed my life, and that was Wings of Desire. I had to say that when I had maybe the only opportunity in my life to say that to you directly. Thank you, Vim. This is a film about workshopping with a tremendous cast and developing a story from a script that was something on paper. And through an act of grace from the universe, and with Tristan's help, I chose 3 extraordinary actors, 4 extraordinary actors, many extraordinary actors, but and they embodied the words in the script and the gestures that were inchoate and still forming with real life and real truth and soul, and brought something to life that can only come out of a synergy of actors improvising, collaborating, giving their opinions, changing scenes, laughing with each other, crying with each other through, and this is how this film was made, and it's a work from the cast. So I thank Juliette Binoche and Tom Courtney, Anna Calder-Marshall, and Florence Hunt, and the rest of our remarkable cast, who largely were, well, several of them were professionals in their own fields, playing alongside these masters. So I'm deeply grateful to my cast. I'd also like to thank Tristan for trusting me when we moved from, when you read the script, we moved from the US to the UK. And Tristan read the script, had faith in it, difficult subject matter, and he was my true creative partner, a true creative person, a solid soul, calm, intelligent, and made this all happen for us. So thank you to his company, the Bureau, too. I have to put on my glasses and look at some other names, if you bear with me. Some buttons for my suit. Well, the Berlinale, I should have thanked you first. You're first on my list. But I was overwhelmed by Vim, so I'm sorry. To the Berlinale, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for supporting our film. Thank you for going to the mat for us when I know you had to. And I'm deeply grateful to you. And it's been a difficult year. You've endured a lot. We've endured a lot. The world's suffering terribly. And I'd like to thank my father, who was with me through this in the very beginning, who I love very dearly. And I'd like to thank my incredible wife, Bianca, and my incredible little girl, Romy, who are the lights of my life and make all of this possible, give me hope and give me love. Thank you for loving me. Thank you.
You could have this. Just to say, I'm very lucky to be along for the ride, so thank you very much to Lance. A huge thank you to everybody who worked on the film, who's, it's been as any movie, as a long labor of love, and I really believe Lance and the cast and all of the artists involved have made something really special. Thank you very much to the jury for the prize, and thank you very much to the Berlinale for programming all of these films from all of these filmmakers, all of these voices. and we are delighted to be here, so thank you.
Congratulations, Lance, Tristan, director and producer of Queen at Sea. Thank you very much, Hikari. And of course, da muss noch kurz über Himmel über Berlin gesprochen werden, aber klar.
And
We
Wings
have
of Desire
one
had to be
more
mentioned,
silver
of course.
bear to present and to announce the winner of the Grand Jury Prize. I call upon Ronaldo Marcus Green.
Good evening and thank you. I just want to say a quick thank you to the Berlinale and to all the volunteers of the festival. There's so many people that work in the back offices, drivers, cooks, chefs. You guys don't get enough credit for what you do, and we are deeply grateful. And of course, to the filmmakers, it was truly an honor to watch all of your movies. I know I speak for all the jury when I say that. And now I need my glasses because I'm getting old, and it happens fast. This next film examines how belief is constructed and how easily it can be weaponized. With restraint and moral precision, it traces the quiet erosion of truth inside a community that believes it's protecting itself. There's no spectacle here, no easy villains, only the slow and devastating logic of fear. In honoring complexity over certainty, the filmmaker trusts us and confronts something difficult: how fragile our convictions become when power learns to speak in the language of faith. The Silver Bear Grand Jury Prize is awarded to Amin Alper for Salvation.
Thank you. Thank you, first of all, to the Berlinale team for having us here. And of course, thank you to the jury. That's a great honor for me. Thank you, my producers, my great cast and crew, and everyone who supported this film. Our film is about perpetrators who committed horrible crimes. I just wanted to understand their mindset throughout the whole film. I also tried to understand the situation of survivors. I thought about them a lot. And one of the things I learned is that the most terrible kind of loneliness is the one you experience when you are suffering. When you are losing your rights day by day, when you are shot by bullets bought by your own taxes, when you are bombarded by those who do not even consider you a human being. In those moments, you are all alone. But when you see that nobody cares about you and thinks about you, you become the loneliest person in the world. So the least we can do here is to break the silence and remind them that they are not really alone. The Palestinians in Gaza, living and dying in the most terrible conditions. You are not alone. The people of Iran suffering under tyranny. You are not alone. And the Kurds in Rojava and the Middle East, struggling for their rights for almost a century. You are not alone. And finally, my people. You are not alone. My dear friend Chidem, who is in prison for the last 4 years. You are not alone. Tayfun, Can, and Mine, you are not alone as well. Osman Kavala, who is in jail for 8 years. Selahattin Demirtaş, for the last 9 years. And Ekrem İmamoğlu, the mayor of Istanbul, and all other mayors who are in prison now. You are not alone. We are not alone. We will not be alone. And a small note, this is a birthday present for my daughter. She will be in 3 years. She will be 3 years old soon, and she loves bears. Eğer uyumuyorsan beni izliyorsan Nora seni seviyorum.
If you're not sleeping and you're watching me, Nora, I love you.
Çok teşekkürler Ermin Alper. Und herzlichen Glückwunsch, congratulations for his movie Kurtuluş. Nun haben wir noch einen einsamen, aber sehr
We've got
strahlenden
one
goldenen
bear, which is shiny though, although alone.
Best film. I mean, we heard what our president said, but which one of this year's Berlinale films moved, impressed, and convinced the jury maybe just a tiny little bit more? Let's hear it from Wim Wenders, the president.
Before I reveal this, I want to thank you, Trisha. Trisha and Florian. Trisha and Florian, you were always there for us, along with all the other people. They were there in the morning, they were there in the evening, and they were there at night. It was an amazing experience to share with Trisha, Florian, and the entire crew. I thank you for making this thoroughly memorable. We went to a storm together. The Golden Bear. This is a movie that speaks up very clearly about the political language of totalitarianism as opposed to the empathetic language of cinema. It shows us a family, wow, like we have not seen anywhere else in these 10 days. So accurately observed under the pressure cooker of politics. Gave us chills. We saw your film as a terrifying premonition, a look into the near future that could possibly happen in our countries as well. It got under the skin of all of us who see the signs of despotism in their country or in their neighborhood. This film will be understood worldwide, I promise you, even if it doesn't put names to places and people. We know who they are. You made a magnificent contemporary film, flawless in its dialogue, its acting, and in the way you shot and edited it. You can be sure we didn't award you for good intentions, but for a masterful language of compassionate filmmaking, Ilkar. Ilkar Kaczak for Yellow Letters.
Arkadaşlar ne oluyor? Biri açıklayabilir mi?
Açığa alındık. Hepimiz.
Bana da geldi.
Derslerimiz iptal ediliyor. Kontenjanlarımız kapatılıyor. Sözleşmelerimiz feshediliyor.
Öğretim görevlileri için öngörülen 12 saat ders verme yükümlülüğünün yalnızca 6 saatini yerine getirebilmeniz nedeniyle. Kişileri aşağılama ve küçük düşürme amacı güden ve kişilik haklarına saldırı niteliğinde paylaşım.
Sorry, man. Yeah, it's okay.
Well, other than Sandra, I am prepared, but I don't know what to say, honestly. So take a look at here. Well, thank you, the jury, and thank you for the festival for having us. Thanks for all our co-producing partners from France and from Turkey and all the team at IF Productions in Munich. You know who you are and what you did. There is a scene in Yellow Letters where former companions and friends argue with each other, intellectuals against artists, all of them liberal-minded people. It reminded me of the last few days here in Berlin. Filmmakers against other filmmakers, artists against creatives. But we are not enemies. We are allies. The real threat is not among us. It is out there. It's the autocrats. It's the right-wing parties. It's the nihilists of our time who try to come to power and destroy our way of living. Let's not fight each other. Let's fight them.
Before I got here today, I did prepare a speech. It was political, but allow me to not engage in that speech right now because so many people have said so many smart things. And I want to leave the stage to the wonderful people that I made this film with because they are the real heroes for this award. I would have never been able to make this film without them. I think the film speaks for itself in its political message, or questions, rather. So please give it up for these incredibly talented, wonderful people right here. I would like to dedicate this award to a filmmaker whose films I saw at Berlinale almost 20 years ago. I saw his films and I much more engaged in Turkish cinema. I made a short film a couple years later that he saw in a festival in Istanbul, and he talked to me and he said, you should meet Nadir and Enis, my Turkish co-producers, Enis being one of my co-writers. This man wanted to make my first film. Unfortunately, he passed away way too quick. But I think if he saw this right now, he'd be smiling. His name is Seyfi Teoman. So thank you. And of course, Wim, I know you're a very modest man, but you are one of my teachers, and it's such an incredible thing to receive this award from you. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Ilka Çatak and his team. And I think there's one person missing in this beautiful picture here. Let's call her back out. Trisha Tuttle, please.
Congratulations. Thank you, guys.
Die Schlussworte, Trisha, die gehören dir.
Hugh, and I want to ask Jacqueline and Mikhail to come on stage as well.
Jacqueline Lianga, Michael Stütz.
So, wow, you guys have made such incredible cinema, and we are so grateful for that this year. So huge congratulations to everyone here. I want to thank everybody who brought a film to us, and everyone who brought a film into the world and brought it to the Berlinale, and will take it out to audiences all over the world. And I want to thank this extraordinary Berlinale team. I mean, you guys are incredible, and you've made the festival happen, and you've made the festival happen with such care and such love. But I know we all want to join together and thank our juries. This has been an intense week, and those juries have given so much to the Berlinale this week. They've given time and care, and we really are grateful to you guys, so grateful, and all of you juries out there. And tonight, this stage has been very much like the Berlinale itself, and I want to hold that space here. It's been never a place for silence. The Berlinale is not a place for silence. It's a place for artists to speak, and sometimes they speak in ways that are uncomfortable or contested, but that is important that we hold this space. If we don't speak, who knows what happens? If we don't speak and we don't hold complexity, or we reduce people's complex human statements and emotions and lived experience to sound bites, we're finished. Let's reject it. Let's embrace complexity, like all of our juries have said tonight. Because I really truly believe that every single person who spoke here tonight spoke from a place of hope and love. They want us to be better. They want us to be better. And no human being is rejected because of anything that anyone has said here tonight, because of race, religion, nation, or creed. We see you, and you are part of the Berlinale family. So we defend everyone's right to speak. We defend everyone's right to be part of the Berlinale. And we stand really firmly against any kind of discrimination or racism or disinformation or dehumanization in any form. We all here, every single person, believes it is absolutely vital that we hold space for complexity without erasing anyone's dignity. So please leave with that. And we just so appreciate everyone who's part of our community. We haven't talked about the audience much, but this Berlinale audience is so bold and so curious, and we love you all. And thank you very much for an incredible 76 Berlinale.
Thank you very much, Trisha. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Michael. And I would like to ask all the award winners of this 76th edition to please join us up here with your award for a huge, beautiful finale photo. I would like to invite all of our juries of this edition, please come up here on stage with us. This concludes the 76th Berlinale. Good night from Berlin. Thank you for having been with us. It was an honor. This beautiful red curtain at one moment will come down, but only to go up in its glory and beauty again. And then to all of those who will stay with us and enjoy the beautiful winning film of the 76th Berlinale, Gelbe Briefe. So good night. Long live cinema. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God, we made the light one. Well done, you.